Okay, so I'm recording this so you can see a 1998 Ford Ranger XLT how to replace the heater valve assembly. I've already removed the upper hose on both. Both of these, this upper hose right here. Not sure if you can see it or not, but I've tucked it away inside. And this upper hose, which is right over here, little coolant came out. Set it aside. I took a knife and I scribed on the top a T for top, and the same thing on the other pipe that I tucked away that you can't see down here, so that I wouldn't forget when I go to put this back together which ones are which. There's coolant coming out of the pipe, so I'm just kind of using the towel to clean it up. I took off the top one so that I can access the clamps that are down below easier. We'll have to do that in this process as well. Let's break that. Put it together, wiggle it back. This probably isn't the right tool for this. Pinch it, maybe make it a little tighter on the wrench. Yeah, this is not the right tool for this. Get it nice and tight. There we go. Maybe this is the right tool. Turn this over. The same thing down here while I'm here. Awkward position. Same thing. Got it nice. Wiggled it back. Now, I'm expecting there to be even more water here. I'm going to go ahead and put my towel down under and around it, just to protect the other parts and the floor a little bit. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay, that's good so far. Bottom one, twist, pull. Kind of remember this orientation as well. Just kind of being methodical about all this. There it is. It's been leaking from this valve here. This is not the Ford part, the original Ford part. You see that plunges in and out. It was leaking out of here, where this, right here, where this thing comes out. So I'm not sure if that has to do with the screw, the way this is welded together, or whatnot. I also think it's kind of interesting that they made these to sit in here with that valve and that kind of that weak spot pointing down. I know this is all under pressure, but I'm just wondering if like it might make more sense to have that whole assembly up and kind of in that direction or something. Seems to be a weak spot there, like if it was at that spot, like the gravity, the liquid being low or something. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but it just seems like that might be a better design to keep that weak spot from facing down. Right? So, whatever. Gotta do replacement. So I'll set that aside. Get out the new part. See, same thing. It's got that plunger. Difference is it doesn't have the screws there. It's like a weld, and that's where that was leaking out of. So I'm wondering if that might be the problem. This is made in Mexico, but this is a Motorcraft part, Ford part, so we're hoping that this is the right thing. So I'll just put it back together. One tube in, all the way in. Down tube, all the way in. Okay, I'll go ahead and snug up those clamps. Try to snug them up in a way that they'll be accessible. You have to come back at it. Whoever did this before made it that way, so that's good to come to this and not have to like finagle with this too much. I think my brother Jeff did that, so that's cool. I'm not a fan of these clamps because they're not adjustable. They're only a certain type of tension.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, help Mark.
So yeah. Yes, Lord help. Thank you for your help. But I'm just not a fan of those clamps because I think that it's like the kind that you can tighten down with a wrench, hose clamp style, adjustable hose clamp kind are better because you can really get it. They may be more destructive. I'm not sure, but I feel like they have more control in the tightness. These things are pretty darn tight, but I just feel like there's more control in that way. So this is a little more difficult. I want it to be, but you gotta deal with it. Try to get these on here again. A little bit of an awkward position and light. These things, patience. Oh Lord. Goes a long way. And also, a third arm at this point would be wonderful. That ain't gonna happen. So, just kind of wiggle it back down there. It's kind of hard to see. Not sure if you can see that. Just wiggle it in. Keep that accessible for the next person. Okay. Top clamp, top hose. You just understand, see here's that T that I marked on with my knife. I just kind of scribed it on there just so you could see it, so I wouldn't forget it. Basically everything I'm doing, I'm just doing now in reverse. What I did to take this off. See right there, it's like, I would love that to be a tighter fit right there. Kind of going off the old crimp area, kind of coming back a little bit more. Okay, and the last hose is kind of hidden back over here. Bring that back in, lift it up, put it on there. This is a nice snug fit as well. Bring out the wrench. Let's see how this one will do. This one's probably the most easily accessible of all of them. There we go. Again, I'm going to bring it back off that last kind of indentation and give it a little snug. There he is. I'm sure there's a right tool for that I am not using right now. And put back on our vent wire. Just came up and went into right there, and that should be it. I'm gonna go start it up and see how it performs. Get the towel out of there. it would already be leaking right now, the old one. I'll just take a picture of the engine base so you can kind of see what year this is, if you need a reference for different models. I believe this is the 1998 Ford Ranger 6-cylinder XLT. Take another look. It's leaking right out of that plastic wall. And so far it looks good. God bless.